phenomenal Alaskan black bear.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
That thing wanted to could be right up here.
There was always something here. The Navy was here.
In the weeds here beside me, decent bear. Flying into Sitka. It's supposed to rain a lot this weekend.
It's November 2nd.
I just shot the biggest buck in my life.
It's not like to stay on the trail.
Another chance to chase our prey. Tune up your bow, fall is finally here. Load up the truck, bows and the gear. Camo and boots, we hit the stand. The wind is right just as we planned. At the break of dawn, looking around, whitetail inside our hearts start to pound. Day game adventures out wild, brothers in spirit, walking wild from sunrise to the evening's glow. It's the hunting life, it's what we know. It's the hunting life, it's what we know.
Welcome to Take Aim Adventures. It's season number two. The adventure this year is going to start in Alaska and we're going to end up in Texas where we have a whitetail hunt with Roger Ragland. In between, we get to do some elk hunting, we get some mule deer, and of course,
A lot of
we're in
Michigan and whitetail.
A lot of Michigan whitetail. We're excited about the hunt. This first hunt is actually up with Baranoff Expeditions. We meet them at actually an SCI event in Michigan, and they have an item up for auction. We ended up being the high bidder on it. Didn't know what we were in for. We kind of thought we were going to be on a little teeny dinghy boat, sleeping in a crew cab with 3 or 4 other people. It ended up being absolutely phenomenal. We had such a good time on this hunt.
Oh yeah.
But if you've ever been to Alaska, if you've ever been to Alaska hunt, probably the first thing they're going to tell you when you talk about the hunt is patience. And when you're from Michigan and you do what we do for a living, patience is probably not one of the top items that we all contain.
Always.
But this one taught. I mean, it really did. It was weather, it was scheduling,
Yep.
it was communication, and it was kind of the little bit more laid-back lifestyle that you have when you go up to Alaska. But an absolute riot. We get stranded for a couple days.
Yep, up in Sitka, just waiting for the weather to clear out, just to try to get something that the weather could go out with the boat and not have rough waters for us. We got about halfway there the first day, held up at a fishery, and then finally we were able to get out the next day to get out some fishing and then make our way over the rest of the way to the final spot where we're gonna go black bear hunting. But it's a great time and hope you enjoy it.
Welcome to Sitka, Alaska.
We're leaving the port in Sitka, Alaska. There's a storm that's supposed to be coming in later on today. So we're actually trying to get out around into some of the inland areas.
I'm in Sitka, Alaska. I just ran through a black-tailed deer, came across the road. And I come up a little bit, and in the weeds here beside me, there's a decent bear. But I think that means I'll turn around and start heading back towards where I'm at. It's 3:30 in the morning. The time change is 5 hours from Michigan. So guess what? You get up early and you go to try to find something to do. And for me, that includes going out for a run. But I think I'll head back towards town.
WinSense Active Vapor ups your hunting game. Proven effective up to 300 yards away. Scent released during your entire hunt. Over 30 plus cover and attractant scents available from some of the top brands in the scent industry. Up your scent game with our long-lasting scent tanks and highly potent scent pads. Active Vapor for deadly success.
We were standing right over this wind scent when I shot him.
Does wind scent work? I'm here to tell you it does.
This segment is brought to you by HuntWise Hunting App, Matthews Archery, QAD Rest, HHA Sports, Ultra Arrows, and Slick Trick Broadheads.
We're in Sitka on the island. And because of the storms, we went into a small cove. And there's a fish ladder here that's operational. I'm on the walkway above the ladder. And you can see the ladder they want the fish in. Went all the way up in the main house. And then they get all the eggs, and then they store them, and then release them back out.
What was fun is hitting that hatchery. And we're getting this tour around the hatchery, and we had seen, when we first pulled in, we had seen a bear way up the cove, didn't think a whole lot of it. Yeah. You know, it was like cool, but you figure it's safe. You're on the walkways, you're looking at all these eggs and all these minnows, and we're walking our way back down. And that's where you see me, I actually stop and videotape and take that picture of that bear. That bear is like straight above us, probably 14, 15 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, like straight, he's right there. Next thing you know, his head pops out, and I'm yelling at the guy that we're with and saying, hey, 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 hey. And he's going, and he looks up and shrugs his shoulders and goes, yeah, let's just keep moving. And I'm like, really? And that's what dropped us into, hey, we're in bear country.
It's pretty amazing being that close into what they're doing, and they're pretty focused, but what a great experience.
And it's only during this time.
Yeah.
You know, the salmon are running in, and they're getting into that fish ladder. That one bear
just keeps crawling there trying to grab them.
You talk about the definition of frustration, because those fish are running into his paws, and you can see him hitting them, and he's trying to get them, but he can't get his head. And then we were laughing, going, could you imagine if he actually could turn and get stuck in there?
Yeah.
What he would, because he's about ready to get his head stuck in. So we're on our way out. You can't see it, but there's a pretty decent wind coming out of the southwest, I think. So what we're doing is we park back, and we're gonna head all the way up, all the way to the south. So we got the wind, we're gonna hunt our way back with the wind instead of trying to get into some of these small winds. We're on our way. Of course, the salmon run is happening. We're in September. Fish are everywhere. One thing you learn with fish that are running in the streams, that looks really nice and it's fun to see, but it stinks so bad that it's unbelievable every single time you walk up one of those streams. So
it gets worse the closer you get, because like half the fish that are swimming up there look half like zombies almost, missing eyes, pieces of it just falling off. I mean, and that's the alive fish. The dead fish are way worse. I mean, they just smell everywhere. See you guys again.
guy. Never what you want, though.
Stabilize your firearm or crossbow from wherever you hunt, however you hunt. From ground blinds to ladder stands to side-by-sides to ultralight tripods, we have what you need to make long-range accuracy easy. Leading the industry in innovation, we offer some of the most modular and adaptable shooting rest on the market. Ditch the shake and steady your shot with Final Rest.
Good shoot, buddy. I mean, a vice, man.
This segment is brought to you by Bedford Camera and Video, Badlands Gear, Fourth Arrow Camera Arms, Vortex Optics, Reveal Cameras, and Hornady Ammunition.
So finally it's happening. It's the third day of hunting. We've seen bears every single day, but just haven't been able to close in. Unfortunately, the wind is wrong. The wind is actually from where the boat, where we were trying to spot one of the main rivers, the wind was blowing straight up the river. So the bear aren't gonna show up there with all that going on, with our scent being blown to shore. So what the idea was is to get there early in the day. We were gonna jump in the river bottom and work our way up. We were probably half to 3/4 of a mile. You'll see in some of the footage, it's full of down timber. Fish everywhere swimming, but we didn't see a single bear. And it was probably an hour walk to get up to our spot.
Yeah, at least that for the first time.
Yeah, and we crawled up on a stump, and at that point we were just really waiting for an hour or two for everything but below us to settle down, let the wind settle down, let our scent settle down.
We were there for what, 3 minutes?
And then look, here comes a really nice bear.
A really nice bear, and right on top of us. Situated.
Couldn't believe he didn't see me moving while I'm trying to get even just what camera I had out, just to be like, oh, no. I still think that he came out here looking for something. He heard us walking through,
I agree with that.
And he was looking for another bear.
Yeah, because you gotta realize you just had 3 dummies walking through all that water. We sound like a bear chasing fish. Because the fish stay down and they swim and you'll get them to move a little bit, but they really thrash in the water when you walk in or when a bear gets near. And I think that's what he heard, and he thought there was somebody else in his area, which we found out there was somebody else in his area. We just got ourselves in trouble there a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not the same bear. Hurry up. Hurry up. Dad, shoot it.
It doesn't look like that. They spin.
So as you can see, we got to my bear. died in the water. And at that point, we're in a little bit of a rush. We're a little worried about the timeline for everything. We don't know how long it's gonna take. So we quickly drag him out, and we just didn't even do any video at that moment. We just got him out of the water and then started looking for your bear. And we get back up to where he went in. And this is the scary part. Luckily, I wasn't in front, but I also didn't have anything to do anything anymore because I handed the rifle up to them.
You had a camera.
Yeah,
you can
start
hit it with
whacking.
Selfie stick.
And we're just crawling our way through this brush. And you never know when this bear's just gonna pop up on you, just like it could be alive. And unfortunately, we had just shot with a rifle. I mean, 5 minutes after we shot his, so it could definitely still be alive. We could have made the situation way worse by shooting another bear that close, because he's like, oh, he was hurt and laying down, but now he just heard a gunshot. So he gets up and runs for all we know. But luckily, that's not what happened, and you'll see it's a great time.
Yeah, God is good. God is kind.
It's the afternoon of the third day of the hunt. This morning we didn't see anything. I gotta be honest, it was starting to get a little depressing because I couldn't figure out how we were gonna get close enough with a bow and arrow. So right near where we were staying, there was a river that had a ton of downfall. You'll see us. We walked probably close to an hour crawling through that swamp to get up to a point where a couple of the streams roll in to make the river. Super thick. We were up on top of a stump system. What a shock. We weren't there for 10 minutes. And right across the swamp from us comes a phenomenal Alaskan black bear. He is unbelievable. He ended up standing there at the stream just over 20 yards from me. So I had a position to get to an opening on him, and then he turned, gave me the broadside shot. I drew on that, and if you'll see, I mean, really about gave us a heart attack because I hit him about the right height that I was aiming at, but I hit him back because he turned as I released. So we were concerned, but ended up catching liver and a bunch of junk. Man, I had my slick trick broadhead. This is the first animal I've shot with this. I just picked these up, and it just chewed him up. He didn't make it 40 or 50 yards. There's blood all through the whole area. And of course, it's my first animal that I shot with my altar arrows also. Bucket list dream, here it is.
It's the perfect combination of comfort, durability, and ease of use. Made in the USA of the highest grade materials to last a lifetime. 5-sided design with a spacious carpeted interior and almost panoramic view. Windows large enough for both rifle and bow hunting. Modular design for easy setup and teardown where equipment can't go. Towers and an array of blind accessories available. Choose the outfitter grade hunting blinds from Slayer Blinds.
This segment is brought to you by WinScent Electronic Scent Vaporizer, Tree Thrasher 3-in-1 Deer Call, Dual Game Calls, Final Rest Shooting Systems, and Slayer Hunting Blinds. It's the fourth morning now. Last night, as you saw, we were pretty successful and frankly lucky. Shocked that other bear came out.
Yes.
What he did.
A lot of confusion for a little while there.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out, we thought it might have been his, because why was there another big bear right there next to it? So it's just like, but apparently they were okay with sharing the river, so.
Well, it's the next morning now, having my dad take a shot at his bear, and we're coming down to start looking for it. And once you know it, 100 yards down the river behind the fallen tree, this guy's standing there just trying to catch some fish. Just like, couldn't believe it. We're just like, okay, unfortunately we were right in the middle of the river, so we didn't want to move too much because he noticed us behind that tree and could have taken off. So we quickly got the camera out and got the gun, switched guns, because at that point I wasn't holding the gun because we were about to go track a bear, and I didn't want to be the one to shoot his bear. So we just quickly switched cameras, grabbed the gun, took a couple steps forward, and between some of the fallen branches, I was able to see a clear view of him, and just able to take that shot, dropped him right where he was. What a great night, and what a blessing. I mean, who would have predicted within 5 minutes we'd shoot two nice bears, just right next to each other. I would have thought one of them would have kicked the other one off by now, but yeah, what a great night. Okay, our trip home. Today's Friday the 13th. We took off last Saturday in the boat, positioned on the east side of Sitka. We saw a ton of animals, caught a ton of fish, shot 2 beautiful black bears, and then because of the boat positioning and the nature of the hunts, we got the privilege to be able to be flown out. Just full of cool memories. You get to Alaska, it's just so wild. It's unbelievable what people are doing. The fishery and all the bears there. Who would have guessed that? We'd be able to see that many. Thanks for joining us for Take Aim Adventures. Don't forget, take aim in life for the glory of God. Thanks for joining us.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Take Aim Adventures. On this episode, you watched the guys use the wind scent wind checker. This guy is a really fun and easy way to check the wind and the thermals out in the field. Super compact, you can actually slide it right in the side pocket of your bino harness. Really easy to bring with you on the hunt. You can also throw some cover scent in here as well, or just run scent free. Also on the wind scent lineup for bear hunting, you've probably seen some of us in the past use our Wind Scent 2.0 unit with the donut shop scent. And we've had great luck with that out in the field with putting that really sweet smelling bear attracted scent. Of course, with the Wind Scent lineup, there's lots of scents for deer, coyote hunting, and elk hunting as well. You can check out Wind Scent and all the other products you see here on the show at fourtharrow.com.
Yeah, stand back a little bit.
There they are.
How did we end up back here?
What do you mean?
I mean, I know we were just leaving about 5 minutes ago, and
I had my arrows with me. I'm not denying that.
yeah,
Right there's the
that one field point was going to do a lot of good for you. Make sure.
I need a babysitter.
I'm getting record of it, so you don't do this again.
Oh, you need someone to do stuff for you.
It's the hard life, it's a